Sarah, there's tens of thousands of supporters out on the streets for Pedro Sanchez. What's the mood like in Madrid?
There's a pretty feverish atmosphere outside that Socialist party. Basically, those thousands of Socialist supporters have answered the call from their federal committee to come over to Madrid. And there's about 50 buses have actually come in, according to the headquarters and what they're reporting to us. Now, we've seen people outside those headquarters waving all sorts of banners. They're basically saying, hold on, stay, Pedro. Don't leave. It is worth it, and that is answering some of those messages that Pedro Sanchez put out in that 4-page letter on Twitter, on X, where he basically said he would take about 5 days until Monday to consider whether it was worth him remaining leader. And we've seen some strong messages from those leaders of the party inside the headquarters. We've seen the Deputy Prime Minister talking about the far-right mudslinging, as she calls it, and basically saying, stay, Pedro, stay, we're with you. She says that this is about the Conservative Party, the People's Party and the far-right media refusing to accept that the Socialists and the left-wing parties are in power. And she says that cannot be tolerated as a democracy. Now, the big question is what is going on inside the Socialist Party without, of course, Pedro Sanchez, the Prime Minister himself? Is that just a support for the Prime Minister, or is this going to be a goodbye? Is Mr. Sanchez going to step aside on Monday and give his reasons why? Or will he actually stay on? Because the People's Party, the Conservatives, say this is all about political strategy. There's an election campaign for Catalonia, a regional election, and they say they've seen it all before. This is Pedro Sanchez simply trying to cynically rally the troops.
And let's focus on the investigation against his wife now. Tell us what these allegations facing the wife are.
Well, Begoña Gomez was running what was a foundation at a business university called IE, and it's basically the Africa Centre. She ran that until 2022. Now, some media have alleged that she essentially used her position as the wife of the Prime Minister to help some private companies to get government tenders or government bailouts. In particular, that she met with the executive of Globalia, which owns Air Europa, which did then benefit from a government bailout. Now, the Prime Minister and his wife deny those allegations, and they essentially say that they are taking legal action against the newspapers that have put them out.
Sarah Morris in Madrid, thank you so much for your analysis.